Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Thoughts and Feelings and Updates. Today, I want to talk to you guys a little bit about some of my thoughts and feelings with me being a maker and show you some updates of projects that I have going on. But before I do, please check me out on Instagram at AriesEDC. You'll see updates of all the projects that I have going on. And please subscribe and leave a comment if you'd like on this video, because it does help the channel. It helps me gain some more viewers, and I'm just trying to reach out to you guys to get as many viewers out there. I think I'm trying to provide the best content for you guys and come at it a little different way than I think everybody else does, because I'm not just a reviewer. I just posted a video earlier this week on the honey badger, which is a super underrated knife company, in my opinion, and you guys should all check them out. But I want to talk to you guys about just my thoughts and feelings on why I got into the maker part of knives. I shared a story last week of kind of how I got into it, and it's been super enjoyable. The community has been great. Whenever I'm struggling with anything, other makers are always like, well, try this, do this. And lately I've been having some issues, and I've been getting a lot of help from many different makers, and it's been amazing. The community has been great. Everybody wants you to succeed. They want you to get better. And I'm open to criticism as well, and it's not going to hurt my feelings, because I know what I'm creating is not perfect, having only started it and just been doing it a little over a year. But so I'm open to criticism, and I just want to hone my craft and get better at it. But at the same time, this is a hobby. I wouldn't even consider myself a part-time maker, because I don't do it part-time. I do it as a hobby. I do it because I enjoy doing it. And lately, I think I've been taking on too much. Like right now, I'm in the middle of about 6 projects. I got 2 of the stainless blades coming back from Peter's. I'm probably expecting those early next week. And once those get in, I'm gonna have to finish those up. Plus I have 4 other knives that I started. So in total I have 6 projects going on, which is way too much. And I know that, and this is my problem that I have to start, because I get so excited about getting projects, working on the projects, and getting it out to you guys, and try to film some content for you, plus sharing it with you guys, because it feels good when you guys say, you did a great job on that, wow, it's amazing. And I've gotten some amazing comments on my work, and it feels good. Who doesn't like to hear comments, positive comments? And then I have some projects coming up that I want to share here in a second that I have buyers for, and people have been waiting. I guess a model that is very popular. So I just want to let you guys know I appreciate all of the love that I've been getting for that on Instagram and on YouTube. And I super appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. It kind of drives me to keep going. But I do still want to grow the channel. I want to get some more views, get some people that actually watch all the way through the video. So I want to throw some things out there right now. If there's something else you want to see to keep you viewing to the end, because that's really important for me, is to view all the way through. If you're falling off after 2 minutes of me talking, well, how can I make this to where you want to stay with it? So I try to tell stories, and I try to make it as entertaining, but ultimately I'm doing this kind of therapeutically for me. But I do want to share this with you guys. But let me know in the comments. But I just want you guys to know I'm going to be scaling back and maybe only doing 1 or 2 things, getting those done, making them as perfect as possible in the best way that I can, and then putting it up on my Etsy page, which check it out, because I still have some knives up there. I should probably pull those down and share them with you, which I will here in a second. I just got to reach up there. But I'm going to be slowing down with the amount of things that I'm turning over, because number one, I shared with you guys I'm starting a new job, so that started this week. So I'm still in that transition of coming up with a new schedule. I'm a creature of habit, and I like to have routines. And I'm in the middle. I'm kind of in limbo, so it's kind of tough because I got to work that out and come up with all my routines. But in the mornings, I might have time to work on the knives, which is awesome because I would much rather work in the morning than in work when it's 90 degrees in my shop here in Florida at night. That's not what I want to do. So anyway, I am going to continue doing stuff. I'm just going to be scaling it back a little bit. 6 projects at one time is way too many for me. I need to scale that back, and probably my turnover will be a little faster too. So anyway, so what do I have going on? Let me grab these real quick. I finished 3 knives lately. You guys have seen it. The rock copper. This rock copper turned out really good. This is AEB-L stainless. I did a satin finish on the blade. Blue G10 with the gray tubes. I even threw on a gray lanyard, and the gray sheath with the gray belt loop. So I had this up for sale on my Etsy right now. Only $160, guys, which is a steal. It's a great little EDC carry blade. I love that blade shape. I did a video of it cutting. It is very slicey. I got this thing nice and sharp, so that is available. So please check out the Etsy store. I'm gonna put a link in the description of this video. I have the pedal harpoon. If you were following along on that, the regular pedal without the harpoon is sold and it's off to his new owner. So man, I hope you're enjoying that thing. That thing was fun. This is 1095 steel, stone washed. So I got that nice stone wash finish on the blade, which I did myself. Removable handle scales. I got the hardware on there, so literally you could take that off. You could take the lanyard off and clean it if you need to. Keep it oiled. 1095 is a great hardenable steel, very durable, but you do have to have some care for it because you got to keep it oiled, little mineral oil once a month, and it'll keep it from getting any kind of rust or anything on it. But really cool little fixed blade. EDC carry comes with the black sheath and the black loop. I just haven't put the loop on there. Sorry for using my middle finger, which I didn't mean to do. But soft belt loop, I'll put that on there when it sells. But excellent little package. I also have the pedal and the cardinal that have been up there for a while. I don't know, I like them, so I was expecting a little bit more traffic on those. But I have those up for sale. Oh, this one's $110, which is a bad deal for that custom knife. So check it out. So I have those going on. As far as projects, so I told you I have the 2 coming back from Peters. That is a pedal, which is a smaller fixed blade, and I have another bud. So if you're checking out the channel, it's the one with the purple handle and the OD green handle. It's that model, but it's going to be in AEB-L stainless, which is going to be pretty exciting. So I got those 2 coming back. Once those come back, I just got to fit handles on them and get them out the door. It should go pretty quick once I get them in here. So then that leaves 4 other projects that I'm working on. So 2 of them are actually, I'm making 3 that are my skeletonized models. So I have the naked column, which you guys seem to really like. It's a pretty popular model because this one's spoken for. So I got the holes drilled, which I was struggling with, and I got some help. So I got the holes nice and drilled, little chamfered on the end. And the model, just so you guys know, the finished product, I round everything off. And this is kind of what the knife ends up looking like. This is one that I've held back for myself. because I had some issues with the edge. So I'm not putting that out there for you guys. I'll keep it for myself. I use it to open boxes and that kind of stuff here in the shop. But I round everything off so that blade will be completely round and everything else once it's done. This is 80 CRV2, non-stainless. It's a 1/4 inch thick, which gives you a nice handle once it's rounded off. It gives you a nice purchase to grab a hold of the knife, especially when it's nice and smooth. It is a 3-finger. You can kind of get your pinky in there to grab that knife. And it's a really cool design, really cool shape. And it seems to be very popular since every time I make one, it has a buyer. Getting a little bigger is my gargoyle. It's again skeletonized, again 80 CRV2, 1/4 inch thick. This one is a full register on the handle, 4-finger grip. Your pinky gets right in that spot right there, your index finger right in there, and it's a really great, comfortable hold. This is a little long and big for me for EDC, but maybe not for you. But it's right there on the cusp of what would be comfortable to carry on a daily basis for me personally. But it's just under 3-inch blade. Let's see. Yeah, just under 3 inches. So I'll show that to you. We are looking right about there. So it's right around 3-inch blade, depending what cop pulls you over. But really cool design. Again, everything will be rounded off and smoothed. I already started doing it before I realized, oh wait, don't get ahead of yourself. You gotta do the bevels first before you round everything off. So everything has to be done in order. So I'm gonna hopefully get the bevels done on these two, and the next two I'm gonna share with you very soon, probably this weekend. The next skeletonized one that I have is the creep. Again, it's all gonna be rounded off. I usually sell this as a little neck knife because it is so small, but it could be carried EDC. I just will do a sheath, and it's up to you how you want to carry it. But this is actually Damascus, so it's gonna have that really great pattern. It's the same bar Damascus that I did with the pistol, which we're gonna talk about here in a second. So that pattern's gonna be really cool once I acid etch it and get it all done. So that's a cool little project. This one does not have a buyer for it right now. So if you're interested, let me know. And then the final project, which is a personal one of mine, is the rock hopper. I've mentioned it before, how this is becoming one of my most popular models, and something I'm very, very, I really like personally. That blade shape. Again, this is going to be Damascus, but this one's going to be mine. So I'm going to do a little special treatment on this one, and it's going to be mine. Like I have said before, I'm trying to get each one of my models so I could be like, hey, this is a rock hopper, this is a column, this is a naked column, this is a pedal, just so you guys can see it. But that blade shape and everything is super comfortable in the hand. That nice rounded handle gives you really something to hold on to and control. So, finished product, that I can get my hand right in there, and even though it's only a 3-finger grip, that handle's big enough for me to really grab a hold of, and it really swallows your hand and really makes it comfortable and controllable when you're trying to cut. So I tried to do some other cutting videos and it just didn't work out with this guy, so I was chopping cardboard and everything else, and it was just butter. So and like I've said, if nobody buys this one, I might be keeping this one too. Hey, I made it, I can keep it. But I got this rock hopper coming. This one is gonna be mine though. Unless somebody throws me an offer I can't refuse. So, but you gotta wait and see what that's gonna turn into. I'm gonna do a little bit of copper accents again. Not too much because of my struggle with the pistol, which we're gonna talk about here. And if you've been following me along on Instagram at all, you know I started this. So you guys have seen, hopefully, the Damascus pistol that I worked on. Again, that nice Damascus pattern, a little harpoon shaped blade. The handle is a black burlap micarta with the copper and black G10 liners, black and copper G10 liner, plus the inlays with the jade G10, and then the rosewood handle with the copper pins and tube, which looks amazing. I really love this knife. This is mine, even though I've had some offers for it, but I love it. So anyway, but I haven't put an edge on it yet. I haven't really finished it because it needed a sheath. I could have done a Kydex sheath, but I don't feel like that deserves Kydex. It deserves a leather sheath. So, because I don't have enough going on, I decided to make a leather sheath. So this is my first leather sheath I've ever done. It is extremely rough and extremely obvious that this is my first sheath, but I don't know, it came out pretty good. I didn't go crazy with decorations or anything like that because it was my first time. My buddy Jim, thank you Jim, sent me some leather to get it started. The knife does fit in there. Nice little package. It's pretty tight. The only thing left really to do with this one is to try to form it a little bit around the knife so the knife doesn't fit in there because it still will fall out. Not that, here's my thing though. If you're gonna carry it around your belt, it's not gonna really hang upside down, and it takes a little bit to get it to come out. So I don't know, I'm not really familiar with leather sheaths, but I'm gonna wet form it to the knife and then this will be done. But yeah, I felt like it needed to have leather sheath, so I decided to learn a new trick again and do leather sheath. Came out not terrible, but I'm sure if you're a leather maker and you're watching this, you're like, what is that? So yeah, it's obvious this is my first one, but it came out pretty good in my opinion. But again, what's my opinion? So that's kind of what I have going on right now. If you're interested in any of the knives, again, the column and the gargoyle are spoken for. The rock copper is mine, sorry, and the creep is available. The pedal, and which the pedal is the same model as the Build Along project or the short that you guys got to go check out my shorts, because the one that was purple with the green liners and the purple with the orange liner, the Build Along, those are pedals. And it's 80B-L stainless, so that one's going to be coming in. I'm not sure what the price on that's going to be, and I have an idea what I want to do with the handles, but I'm not sure until I get it in to do that. But keep checking in, and if it's something you're interested in, let me know. Same with the bud. If you look at the short with the bud with the purple and the green liners or green tubes, that's a bud. But this one is going to be in 80B-L stainless, which if you live down south in Florida like today, and when it's 90% humidity and 104 degrees with that, you're probably better off having a stainless blade on you, because you're going to get stuck in the rain, you're going to be sweating, and it's just better to have a stainless blade. So, I love that thing. I have a special case for it now too, because I'm just a nerd that way. Anyway, if you're interested in any of those projects, let me know. I also have, oh my gosh, I forgot, guys. I forgot to tell you. So I'm starting a collaboration project with somebody. He reached out to me on Instagram and shared a design, which I really liked. And he was like, hey, and I don't know if he wants to be mentioned in this, so I'm not going to mention his name. And he was like, hey, what do you think of this design? I was like, yeah, it's really cool. It's kind of along the lines of me with my small fixed blades. And he was like, hey, I want you to make the knife. And I misunderstood and thought he wants me to make the knife for him. And that's usually not what I do. But he wanted me to make the design for you guys, just to make the design. He wanted a collaboration project. He's not a knife maker, but he drew this thing out. He actually went and got an acrylic blank made, and he's shipping it to me. And I believe he lives in Germany, so that's coming pretty far. So hopefully in the next week or two, I get that in the mail, but who knows how that works. And then that blade shape got me creating again, and I don't know, guys, like I don't have enough. And then I kind of came up with a new design. It's still in the beginning works, but it's another little small fixed blade, just a little drop point fixed blade. What do you guys think? Should I do that one? I usually, my process is I'll draw it, cut it out, make a wooden blank from it, and then I'll play with that blank a little bit before I go to steel. But what do you guys think? Do you like that design? Should I do it? Or should I just hold off? Because I have a lot of other projects that are coming up that I want to do. I have once these are all done, I'm going to do this one. And this is the Bloom XL and AEB-L stainless. And I have the other bar Damascus, which I have some plans for. So I have a lot going on. So if I do get to this, it'll be quite some time before I get to it. But anyway, guys, I just wanted to let you guys know what's going on in my brain today. Thank you again for watching. Please subscribe, like, leave a comment, or not. The choice is yours.